Hello everyone, Ben Murphy here, and I would like to tell you all about the horror game me and my friends are working on, Sleepover. So I want to give a big thanks to Lee for the editing for this video. He's great at it. Only compliment you're getting. But what we're going to do is we're going to split this video up into little parts. The first part, I'm talking about the engine we will be using to make said game. The second thing, I'm going to talk about the cast and give them all a big thanks. And I don't mean just the cast who does the voices. I mean everyone that has any involvement with this. Like, whoever has involvement, you're getting a shout out. Good job. And the final thing, I'm going to kind of talk about the origins of Sleepover. Where it came from, how long I've been thinking of this idea, you know, stuff like that. I'm sorry if my voice is a wee bit out of breath, I was running. And if you know me in real life, you know that's a big surprise. But anyway, let's get to part one, the engine. Well, you expect some big fancy editing? Yeah, like that's going to happen. The thing I want to talk about is what we're using to create this game. We're using Collecteam Fusion. Those who don't know, that is what's known as the game that made the first, I believe the first 4 or 5 minutes of Freddy's games. It might have made those after that, I'm not too sure. Because I looked it up and it only really credited the first 4. But what do I know? I'm not the developer. Well, I'm the creator, but I'm not doing the game itself. I have input of it, but the person who's doing all the technical mumbo jumbo is of course Smooth Monkey. Go subscribe to him, bottom of the description. He is doing the coding for the game, and he's doing all the 3D models. Great, fantastic. Because we had an original idea that we were going to make it hand-drawn 2D. Say like a game like Mr. Hop's Playhouse or something. But that was 8-bit. I believe we're 16-bit, I don't know the difference. This is my first time making a game. I'll probably learn more, hopefully. That's something I want to do. Because we want to try and make more games as well. But the Collecteam Fusion, I think it was the best choice since this is a sit and survive game. The game is about, well, sitting and surviving. Not only that, it won't just be like your typical sit and survive where you're in one area each time. We change it up a lot. We have a ton of ideas and I am excited for you guys to view them. Now let's get on to the second thing I wanted to talk about, the cast and crew. The crew for Sleepover has remained quite small so far. We're getting a few extras to voice big characters. For example, Lee, the person who's doing the editing for this video. Shout out to him, not only for the editing but for the voice acting and also input he has in the game as well. I also like to thank my sister. She is voicing 2 characters and she also did the storyboards for the game itself, which is incredible. Sorry, I kept trying to end the sentence there, but it kept growing. Ooh. Sorry for the pause, the car was coming. Anyway, my sister, she did the storyboards. She's voicing a character, 2 characters actually. Ooh. Gave her a hard job. Also, one of my closest friends, he's voicing 3 characters and he's also writing a song. So in the game, the song's going to be quite short, but he's writing a full version. So maybe if you like the song, maybe we'll put it on iTunes or something. I don't know yet. Just, if you guys enjoy it. Also, Smooth Monkey for doing. Without him, this game probably would still be 2D. Maybe not even exist, because he's the one using Collecteam Fusion to create the game. So big shout out to you. Well, me, I can't really give myself a shout out, but you know, the ego's going a wee bit. I voiced a lot of characters in this, and I'm not exaggerating. I voiced a lot of characters, and I'm also kind of like being a director. I'm looking over what everyone's doing to make sure everything's getting good, just so you guys enjoy the game. I'd also like to thank out some extra family members, like my father for voicing a character as well, and my uncle, who I didn't think would get on board. I didn't think he would be on board for this, but He is, and he is voicing quite a big character in the game. But you guys are gonna love every voice in the game, hopefully. But I think you will. I think you will really enjoy the wide, what's the word, cast we have. And the talented crew, that everyone's doing their part and they're doing it well. And also, Lee added a character. Because most of the characters were creations of either me or my sister. So, big shout out to Lee for creating a character as well. It's just incredible that we have such a good cast and crew so far. But now, let's talk about where Sleepover came from. The idea for Sleepover, me and my sister had since 2015. 2015. And trust me, there's been a lot of redesigns, a lot of unused characters, unused content, unused everything. Like, originally this was going to be a free roam game, and it was going to follow a chapter system, such as Benny and the Ink Machine, where you have to wait a while for the chapter to come out. I turned against that though, because I don't want to build up too much, because that's what happened with games like Hello Neighbor and Benny and the Ink Machine. For me personally, I feel like we waited too long for the endings, and we built them up so much in our heads that when we actually got them, it was a wee bit underwhelming. It's not just that, it's also in movies or TV shows, where if they leave something dangling too long, we start to build it up and we're like, oh, this is going to be exciting. But then when it happens, what you thought was going to happen was probably better. Or what someone else told you, like, say, Matt Pat from Game Theory. It's ridiculous, like, I mean. So that's why I didn't want to make the wait too long. We're also going to be doing a demo for Sleepover, but that's not on topic. So Sleepover is where toys try to kill you. Because if you see anything like Five Nights at Freddy's, Child's Play, the Banana Splits movie, even Benny and me in the Ink Machine has like cartoons trying to kill you. It's just like Stephen King, he even wrote a book about a killer car. With horror, you can take anything and turn it against you, even if it's the stupidest thing, like tomatoes or killer clowns from outer space. You'll be surprised how often that's used. So it all happened when we were watching some horror movies, and I said to Cara, hey, have you ever noticed how many horror games, movies, even TV shows that aren't horror, even non-related horror things, they can take toys and make them evil? It blows my mind how that happens. But like clowns are supposed to entertain people, and now you have like Pennywise turning into a giant spider and chasing down grown-up children that he's tormented. Or even Granny, the horror game Granny, takes an old woman and puts her as the main antagonist in horror. Sleepover now has just more than toys. I'm not going to say what yet, but we took it outside of the toy area for little things that happen. Nightmares is what we're calling them. Original, isn't it? But basically, the nightmares are going to be harder, maybe? We don't know yet. But I think you're going to enjoy the nightmares. It adds new characters, new gameplay. You name it, it's added. We even worked on some characters that come before nights. That's what we want to try to do as well. But with Sleepover, we're trying to capture the magic that horror is doing. Because let's be honest, horror games, there hasn't been ones that YouTubers can make series on. Like, you see them doing 3 random games, 3 bad or 3 good horror games. Like, I mean, like Dark Deception, but the wait for that is insane. But to be fair, really good horror game, love that. Something else that made me want to make a horror game was seeing how much YouTubers love horror games. Like, no favoritism. What kind of favoritism? Corey Kenshin, he has some of the best horror videos any Let's Player has ever had. He has such exaggerated reactions, and that's why we love him. Also, congrats for his subscribers. He deserves every one of them. But not only Corey, Markiplier as well. Markiplier, he's what got me into the horror game genre. So, if it wasn't for him, Sleepover probably would have had less of a chance to exist. Jacksepticeye as well, and the list goes on. Every YouTuber, almost every gameplay YouTuber, has at least one horror video. Even if they're really family friendly, they have some horror elements in there. Like, whether it be them playing like Roblox or something, there's horror maps in Roblox. You can take anything and turn it into these fantastic, amazing experiences that everyone can enjoy. Well, I say everyone, but there are a few people who would be lesser fans of horror, but still, most people would enjoy these horror experiences. Like, every time you go to a theatre or go on Steam, Game Jolt, Roblox, Minecraft, any of them, horror finds a way into them. Like, Roblox has a Peppa Pig horror game right now. Like, why does that exist? But we love it, because it's taking something so stupid and flipping it around to make it horror. Sleepover came from these ideas. Turning stuff children love and making it utterly horrifying. Like, what's a good example? This river. You can turn that on the horror. Sorry, there was a lot of surround sound. Anyway, back to the origin of Sleepover. There's more people coming home. Vlogs, am I right? Anyway, they edit all that out. So the idea for Sleepover started with just the regular old doll. And then we added a teddy bear. We were going to add a Furby, but we turned against that because Tattletale was a thing. And we didn't want to make it too much like other horror games. But nonetheless, we replaced the Furby with something else I think you should like a lot better. And we kept adding and expanding on this idea. And what became a wee small fun thing to think about is now becoming a fantastic horror game. That's all I wanted to talk about in today's vlog. Hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to this channel to stay updated. And follow the Twitter and Facebook. Subscribe to Green Lee and Smooth Monkey as well. They might do some occasional stuff about Sleepover, but this is the channel where most of it will be. Because who doesn't love a nice horror game? Goodbye.